Selection of transformed host cells. So in this method we have to discuss two methods. One is selectable marker method and another one is insertional inactivation. After the introduction of recombinant DNA into suitable host cells, it is essential to identify those cells which have received the recombinant DNA molecule. First, selectable markers. Yes, this is the plasmid. So we can take PBr 322. So PBr 322 having two antibiotic regions, ampicillin and tetracycline regions. And this is what we can call it as origin of replication. Let us take there is a foreign DNA or alien DNA, and this is what we can call it as alien DNA or foreign DNA with desirable characters. So let us indicate this one as X letter. After transformation, generally all the plasmids do not cleave though we applied the restriction enzymes, so that two kinds of vectors will be created, that is altered and unaltered vectors. So let us consider this one is altered vector. So we can say this one is altered one. This is foreign DNA, and this is removed segment of DNA molecule from the plasmid, and two restriction sequences are present at tetracycline region. So if you remove tetracycline region, restriction sequences also will remove, so that it lose the capacity resistance against tetracycline. So this is altered vector, but as usually ampicillin is present. This is ampicillin region, and here you can take foreign DNA, or as we mentioned we can denote with X. And whereas in case of second type of plasmid, here both ampicillin as well as tetracycline resistant genes are present, hence this we can call it as unaltered vector. Unaltered vector, that is non-recombinant vector. This is altered or recombinant vector. Altered or recombinant DNA vector. This is unaltered or non-recombinant vector, or vector with non-recombinant DNA. Now transformation will be takes place. So these plasmids will be transposed into the host organism. After transformation, three different kinds of bacteria we can produce. This is one type of bacteria. This is normal nuclei DNA. And the first type of bacteria is nothing but transformed cells with altered vector. And this one transformed cells with unaltered vector and non-transformed cells. Third category is non-transformed cells. So this method is what we can call it as, or this step, transformation. the introduction of vector molecules into bacterial cells is known as transformation. Whether it is recombinant DNA or non-recombinant DNA, bacteria can receive any one of the type of vectors, we can say transformation. First two types can receive. First one type of bacteria is altered vector, it receives alters one, and second type of bacteria receives unaltered, third one no unaltered vector or altered vector or no transformation. All these three types of bacteria are then transfers into a medium containing antibiotic. So in the medium ampicillin is present. So this is what we can call it as master plate containing ampicillin antibiotic. Since non-transformed cells do not have any antibiotic resistant gene, so as soon as it will be transferred into the medium, they will die. So I am indicating yellow color is recombinant, and these thick white dots are non-recombinants. This dotted white lines are nothing but non-transformants, they will die as soon as transferred into the medium. But still we need only transformed cells with altered vector or rDNA vector. Then again the two types of bacteria are transformed into replica plate which contain tetracycline resistant gene. Whereas in case of tetracycline medium, only non-recombinants will survive. But how can we isolate in the sense? So generally we have to place a sterile velvet paper on the medium, and the same will be bring back onto the master plate, and then again we need to collect the bacteria, that is non-recombinant bacteria will be eliminated and recombinant bacteria will be collected. So that means whereas in case of tetracycline resistant medium, only non-recombinant bacteria can survive since they have both tetracycline and ampicillin resistant genes. But recombinant DNA vectors, that is a bacteria which having recombinant DNA, can survive only in ampicillin medium. So because of introduction of foreign DNA in place of tetracycline region, they lost the ability to get the or to gain the resistance against. This is what we can call it as replica plate containing tetracycline. A sterile velvet cloth will be used and placed on the tetracycline medium. So here the colonies will be first absorbed to the or adhered to the velvet cloth, then again placed on the ampicillin. Generally the recombinant colonies will die as soon as transferring into the tetracycline medium, since they do not have tetracycline resistant. So this indicates recombinant DNA vectors, but they will die here as soon as it will be transferred, like non-transformants, how they will be transferred into the ampicillin. Finally the velvet cloth will be again placed in the ampicillin medium. So based on the colony position, we can isolate from the ampicillin medium. That means no recombinants isolate from the ampicillin containing medium. It's a kind of difficult procedure, so we can go with an alternative insertion inactivation. In that, based on the colony color, we can isolate the recombinants. So it's a kind of difficult procedure, hence in the next method we can isolate the recombinants based on the colony color.